Good morning, welcome back to Astrology from a Libra's perspective. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020, and this is the daily horoscope for all my Leos out there. To all my Leos, salute to you all. I love you all. Not everyone is as intuitive as you, so today you may take the predictions of one of your friends with a grain of salt. They may be so positive of their guesstimate that they're willing to bet money on it, but you know better. If this friend is thinking of gambling on this idea, do your best to help them see things more conservatively. Otherwise, let them learn the fallacy of their hunch on their own. It will teach them an important lesson. So first of all, for all my Leos out there, you can't change a person's mind who has their mind made up on something. So be careful what you spend your time on, because time is the most valuable resource. Now, having said that, if you're a true friend and you're dealing with someone who, first of all, not only values your opinion on certain things, but whose opinion you value, because there's a misconception sometimes where we forget that friendships or that connections with people, relationships with people, they work both ways. You can't just value someone's opinion, and because you value their opinion, you offer them yours, because a lot of people don't operate on that two-way directional or multi-directional premise. So you should value their opinion before you even are willing to offer them yours, and then two, you should know if they value yours in return. And then once you have figured that out, and if you're dealing with a person who values your opinion, then when you see them potentially thinking about making a decision or taking a risk that you don't think is going to return dividends for them, and it doesn't have to just be financial, it could be anything. It could be a decision that they may be weighing on whether or not to leave a job to pursue a new one, or whatever it is. Maybe they're thinking about quitting their day job to pursue a business, whatever it is. And you might not necessarily, or you should not necessarily discourage it, but provide insight into maybe how to better approach that situation. And again, also, a person simply valuing your opinion does not negate the necessity there for you to navigate carefully through those waters. There's nothing worse than killing a person's dream if that's the decision that someone's weighing, whether or not to pursue their dream. But also, if someone really feels strongly about something and you know that they want to do it, consider the fact too that they may potentially resent you if they value your opinion enough to let that sway their decision. And then later they think back with regret, like, damn, I wish I would have done that, but because of the importance of this person in my life who advised against it, and I went with that, and then they look back and feel like, damn, I should have done that. So always encourage a person's motivation, a person's inspiration, aspirations, and a person's dreams, but also offer your advice where you see that person potentially going down a wrong path. And sometimes the discussion, it doesn't even have to be a discouragement on your part, but sometimes just having that discussion and offering up your opinion can sometimes give that person, if they're a smart person, if they're an insightful and reflective person, they might reach that moment of clarity, so to speak, on their own. Also, before I close out, for all my Leos, once you have exhausted all of your wisdom and all of your insight to that person who is just so fearlessly determined, right? Because that's not necessarily a bad thing. Once you have exhausted all of your wisdom and insight to that person who is just one-track minded on that thing, whatever it is, never underestimate the power of a person's experiences, pitfalls, failures, from teaching them better than you ever could. A smart person learns from their own mistakes, so there is value there in allowing a person to learn from their own mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others. So the best way sometimes to promote wisdom is to allow the smart person to make those mistakes, and then hopefully next time they will remember that they were provided that insight, and then hopefully their newly found wisdom will prevent them from making the same mistake or a similar mistake going forward. Remember, I said that because that is important, and a lot of people overlook that. Sometimes you have to put your hand in the fire to know that it's hot, And a smart person will learn when they look, every time they look down at those scars. Last time I did this shit, it ain't pan out too well for me. That's a smart person. A wise person, which I would hope that I am, can look at another person's scars, hear their story about them saying, yeah, I touched that fire. I needed to see for myself if it was hot. And yeah, it was hot, and look at this scar. That's enough for a person like me to say, I'm good. I don't need that fire. So I avoid situations unless I absolutely cannot avoid them, or I feel like there is more value in there, me exploring that, even if I feel like the outcome might not be in my own best interest. And that's all that we can hope for the people that we care about. So to all my Leos out there, use your experience and guidance and to offer up wisdom and foresight for your friends, the people closest to you, those who may lack the foresight. And because that is the advice of your daily horoscope for today, I wish all my Leos today foresight. And I wish all my Leos today the insight to be able to properly navigate those waters. To all my Leos, I wish you all love, peace, wealth, and overall health. This is Astrology from a Libra's perspective, brought to you by the Social Forecast, and I will see all my Leos back here tomorrow for another daily horoscope reading. Peace and love.